Today we will study about the larval forms of crustacea. Okay, what are the crustaceans? Any idea? During the classification of Arthropoda, phylum Arthropoda, uh, contain a class known as a crustacean. Members of crustacean includes prawns, then crabs. Okay, so in crustacea, they develop by either directly or indirectly, and the direct development is included that will consist of hatching of eggs into the young one. Okay, and this young one will be resembling its adult, whereas an indirect development include the egg hatching of eggs that leads to the formation or give rise to the larval form. Okay, and there are different kind or types of larval forms of crustacea. For example, Nauplius lava, Metanauplius lava, Cyperus, Kentrojon lava, Zoe lava, Elima lava, Megalopa lava, Mysis, and the Pylosoma lava. Okay, these are the different forms of larval which are found in the members of crustacea, and some members will be having 2 or 3 forms of larval stages, while some will be having only one form of larval stage. Okay, so first we will study about the Nauplius lava. This Nauplius lava is the first lava that hatched from the egg. Okay, and in most of the members of crustacea will be having this Nauplius lava as a first larval stage. Okay, it is a free swimming lava with minute and microscopic. The body is oval in shape. The anterior end is broad, whereas the posterior end is narrow. Okay, and the body has a 3 region, that is head. The anterior part is called as a head, the middle one called as a trunk, and the posterior part is called as the anal part. Okay, and the head is a simple with a median eye, which is placed on the dorsal side. Okay, and it has a 3 pairs of appendages. The first pair of appendages is uniramus, that is, this is not bifurcated into 2. Okay, single, and it is called as a antenules. Okay, this one, it is called as a antenules, the first pair of appendage. Then the second and the third pair of appendages is biramus, and they are called as an antenna and mandible. Okay, and mandible has no teeth, whereas the posteriorly it will be having a caudal fork. Okay, this whereas the Nauplius lava then further grows and undergoes several molds and finally develops into next larval stage known as a Metanauplius lava. Okay, so Nauplius lava then undergoes molding and develops into the Metanauplius lava. This Metanauplius lava is the second larval stage after Nauplius, and for example, it is found in prawns. Okay, the freshwater prawns or marine water, that is Peneus. Okay, it is developed from the Nauplius lava, and the body has anterior cephalothoracic region, and posteriorly it will be having a abdomen. Okay, and this abdomen will be having a caudal fork similar to the Nauplius lava. Okay, the anterior end has a pair of frontal sense organ. Okay, and the lava will be having a 3 pairs of appendages, that is, first pair is the antenules, second and third pair is antenna and maxillae, similarly like Nauplius lava. Okay, and it will be having the next and in this there will be also 4 appendages developed as a birds. Okay, so it is not fully developed. The abdominal appendages will be developed as a birds. Okay, and it will be having a 1 median eye. Okay, so this is the about the Metanauplius lava. Then next one is Cyperus lava. This Cyperus lava is the lava of the Seculina, then the lepers and all. Okay, and it developed from the Nauplius lava. So it will be directly developing from the Nauplius lava, and it is a free living laval form, triangular in shape, and it will be having a bivalve shell. Okay, so bivalve means similar, like two shells will be present with the common attachment. Okay, bivalve shell, and the lava has a 7 pairs of appendages, that is pair of antennules followed by a 6 pair of thoracic appendages. So it will be having a pair of antennules followed by 6 pair of thoracic appendages. Okay, and the abdomen has a pair of caudal spine will be there, not caudal fork, here caudal spines will be there, and the terminal end of the antennules will be having a hooked. Okay, it will be having a one median eye which is present at the carapace first, at the anterior part, and the lava contains mass of a germ cells. So what is the function of this germ cells? This germ cells will give rise to the further developmental lava. Okay, after short free swimming life, this cypress lava is attached to the crab. Okay, and what happens when it attached to the crab? It attached to the crab by the help of the hook which is present on the antennules. Okay, and it develops into next laval form called as a Cantrogen lava. Okay, so this cypress lava will be having a hooked antenna. With the help of this hooked antennules, it will get attached to the crab, and on the crab it will develop into next laval stage, that is called as a Cantrogen lava. This Cantrogen lava is the lava of the Seculina, and it is attached to the body of the crab. It looks like a sac covered with the cuticle, and the bag which is it encloses contains a mass of germ cells, and the lava has a chitinous tube called as a dart, and at a later stages this dart is pierced through the body of the crab, and the germ cells will enter into the body of the crab. Okay, and inside the body of the crab, this Cantrogen lava develops into next laval stage. So what happens? This cypress lava first attached to the crab, and it developed into Cantrogen lava with the help of it attached to the crab with the help of hooked antennules. Then Cantrogen lava will be having this long piercing, like a long chitinous tube called as a dart, and this dart then pierces into the body of the crab, and through this tube the germ cells which is present in the Cantrogen lava is passed into the body of the crab, where this germ cells will develop into Cantrogen lava. Cantrogen lava then develop into next laval stage. Okay, and this next laval stage is called as the Seculina interna. Okay, the Seculina interna. Okay, then after the Cantrogen lava, there is also a Zoe laval stage is there. The Zoe developed from the Metanopleous lava. Okay, and it has the it is free swimming lava. It is minute and microscopic, and the body of this Zoe lava is divisible into anterior cephalothorax and the posterior abdomen. Okay, the cephalothorax is covered with the carapace, and this carapace is produced a median spine called as a rostrum. Okay, this is in the case of this, the presence of rostrum is the case of shrimps, of prawns, whereas Zoe lava is also characteristic laval stage in the crab. So in the case of Zoe lava of a crab, the carapace will be bears a spines, namely called as a rostrum only, but it will be the bears 4 spines. 4 spines will be there. Okay, at the right hand side the Zoe picture is of the crab, whereas at the left hand side the long elongated body is then larval stage of the shrimps, prawns. Okay, so you can see the difference. The crab, Zoe of a crab will be having a 4 spines, namely called as a rostrum, a dorsal spine, and a 2 lateral spines will be there, whereas the this zoea of the penis will be having a 1 median spine called as a rostrum. Okay, then it has a paired stalked eyes. The eyes are stalked. Okay, compound eyes will be there, and all 5 cephalic appendages, with all 5 cephalic appendages in the thoracic. 3 pairs of maxillipedes are slightly developed, and remaining 5 are walking legs, which are in the form of birds. Okay, so total 8 plus 5, so 13 pairs of appendages, whereas this abdomen will be having a 6 segments, and 6 segments will be having a 6 segment, and the 6 end of this 6 segment there will be the fork called as a talson will be present. Okay, and the abdomen is without the appendages. Okay, so only 13 pair of appendages are observed, that is 5 in a cephalothorax region and 8 in the thoracic region. In the the thorax region will be having a 3 pairs of maxillipedes with the 5 pairs of walking legs. The next one after zoe there is Elyma. Elyma lava. Elyma lava is a lava of the Squilla, and it is modified lava of the zoe larval stage. Okay, it is hatched out directly from the egg. It is pelagic lava and has a glass-like transparency. It is transparent in color. Okay, it doesn't have color. It is transparent. Okay, and it has a long, slender body, and the body is divisible into cephalothorax region and the abdomen region. Okay, the cephalothorax is covered by a carapace which is short and broad, and this carapace at the anterior side it will be producing an rostrum. Okay, and all the cephalic appendages are present, whereas the thorax has only 2 pairs of appendages. Okay, whereas the abdomen segment has a 4 pairs of abdomen is segmented and it has a 4 pairs of appendages. Okay, then the abdomen will end up in a end called as a talson, and the second maxillipedes are raptorial. Okay, this is about the Elyma lava. The next after Elyma lava there is Megalopa lava. Megalopa lava is a larval form of the crab, and it developed from the zoe lava. Okay, so this is developed from the zoe lava. It is pelagic in lava, and the body is divisible into cephalothorax and abdomen. The cephalothorax is broad and covered by the carapace, where the anteriorly the carapace is produced into median spine. It will be having a stalked compound eyes, and all the appendages are well developed in this Megalopa lava. Okay, and Megalopa lava then develops into the crab. Okay, so this is about the Megalopa lava. Next is the mysis. Mysis also develop from the zoe lava, and in some crustacean, for example, it is found in some crustaceans like prawns and all, and this zoe develop into the mysis. Okay, it is elongated. The body is elongated, laterally compressed, and transparent. Okay, and the body is here also divided into 2 regions or 2 tegma, that is cephalothoracic region and the abdomen. Okay, the cephalothorax is covered by the carapace, whereas at the anterior of the carapace it will be producing a spine called as a rostrum, and all the appendages are well developed, including the 5 pairs of cephalic appendages, 8 pairs of thoracic appendages, and 6 pairs of abdominal appendages. So total 19 pairs of appendages. That is, this is the mirror image of the adult prawns. Okay, it is minute and microscopic, but still this larval stage mysis will develop into adult prawns, so it will be showing the whole fully developed organism. Okay, all the appendages are here well developed. Then the thoracic legs are used for swimming, whereas the abdomen ends in the talson, and the eyes are stalked and compound. Okay, this mysis larva look like the adult mysis, or hence the name is same, and the larval mysis differ from the adult mysis in the absence of brood pouch. So only brood pouch which is lie beneath the thorax, and a pair of stetocyst is absent. So this is just two difference which makes this mysis larva different from its adult mysis. Okay, so next one and the last one larval stage is the phylosoma. This phylosoma is the larval stage of the rock lobster, that is Palinurus. Okay, it is directly hatched from the egg. So this after the rock lobster, the eggs of rock lobster will directly hatch into this phylosoma. So there will be no other intermediate larval stage will be present. So this larva is directly hatched from the egg. It is commonly called as a glass crab. Yeah? And it is a modified form of mysis larva. It is pelagic larva, and its body is divisible into cephalothorax and the abdomen. Cephalothorax is covered by the oval carapace, and it will be having, this carapace will be having an pair of eyes which is stalked and compound. Okay, and the thorax has only 4 pairs of appendages, whereas the abdomen is without the appendages, and the phylosoma then develops into the adult larva, adult that is rock lobster. Okay, this is about the different kinds of forms of larval crustacean. So what is the significance or importance of this larval stages in crustacea? This larval stages is very important or plays an important role. First of all, it helps in dispersal of the species. Okay, and they also helps in study the relation between the different groups of crustacea, because different members of the crustacea will be having one or two common larval form. Okay, but in adulthood it differ. So this study is very important in the study of this evolution point of view. Okay, and this help in closely related the group have a similar larvae. So this proves that they will be have somewhere it is they are common, having a common ancestor. Okay, then the next importance of this crustacean larva is that this larvae helps to finalize the systematic position of certain dispute crustaceans. Okay, so this helps in identification of some species plus systematic position to classify the unknown member of the crustacea. It also helps. Okay, for example, the systematic position of Sacculina was not known for a long time. So now with the help of this larvae, it is placed in the phylum Arthropoda under class Crustacea. Okay, so this is the third importance of this larval form. Then last point is that the crustacean larvae help to justify recipit recap re, sorry recapitulation theory of biogenetic law of Haeckel. Okay, so this the study of these larval stages or crustacean larvals justifies the recapitulation theory, or also this theory also known as a biogenetic law, or embryological parallelism. That is, it is said that the ontogeny recapitulate phylogeny, means it is first hypothesized that the development of the embryo of an any animal, okay, from the fertilization to the gestation or the hatching period, that is known as a ontogeny, goes through a stages resembling or representing its successive adult stage in the evolution of the animal's remote ancestor, that is phylogeny. So it was said that this study of at a certain period or developmental stages, um, the that particular embryo is will be having a similar kind the pattern of development is same in most of the animals, but as it moves on, as it develops, it get differentiated. Okay, so this is this state that there is one period or one time that we have a common ancestor. Okay, hence it is believed, for example, this consider this Nauplius lava only, which this Nauplius lava occurs in most of the crustacean, and Nauplius lava is the first larval forms of crustacea, and this Nauplius lava is present in majority of the life cycles of the members of crustacea. Hence it is confirm or justifies that the crustaceans will be having or might have evolved from a common ancestor that will be resembling the Nauplius lava, and later stages, due to some natural selection or due to some mutation or due to some other reasons, there has been evolved or evolution take place that leads to the formation of different species. Okay, so as per the environmental changes also, so thus this crustacean larval stages or any larval study of this larval stages is very important, because it helps in determining or justifying the theories of recapitulation, or it states that they will be having a common ancestor once upon a time. Okay, and from there we have evolved. With this, we have completed this crustacean larval forms of crustacea. Quickly we will revise that larval stage of crustacea. The first larval stage is Nauplius lava, and this is the most common larval forms of majority of the crustacean. Okay, Nauplius lava will either form under develops into Metanauplius lava, or it will be either forms into this. So this Nauplius lava is the first larval form, and it will develop into Metanauplius lava or Cyperus lava. And if it will undergo Metanauplius lava, then it will further forms of Zoe lava. Zoe lava may be a crab, Zoe lava, or it may be also a penis, that is in prawns. Okay, then Cyprus lava. Cyprus lava is an larval forms of Saculina, or this Cyprus lava then further forms Cantrogen lava. Okay, whereas this Zoe lava is also a larval forms or differentiate into uh, mysis, and mysis then mysis then forms of browns or mysis, adult mysis, whereas Zoea also differentiate or develop into Megalopa lava, and Megalopa lava give rise to the crab. So this is how Nauplius lava, Metanauplius lava, Cyprus lava, Zoea lava, and mysis is the common larval forms of most of the members of crustacea, whereas the Phylosoma is the larval forms of rock lobster, which is directly hatched from the egg. Okay, whereas Elima also, it is a modified form of the Zoea lava, and it is a larval form of Squilla. Okay, so this is about the larval forms of crustacea. If you have any difficulty, then please let me know, and thank you.